James Kaufman, World News Report today. No King's Day. 2-hour paid-for performance. Not a real protest. It appears that all the people in the streets for No King's Day, or at least the majority of them, were actually being paid to protest. Large gatherings like the one in New York City all dissipated in less than 3 hours, which the reporters on scene said they have never seen anything like. We filmed many of them actually hired and being bused from retirement homes, and my guess is that the buses were leaving around 2 p.m. for that early dinner back at the retirement home. Even stranger is very few could articulate what they were actually protesting over. Was it the mass deportations? Because President Barack Obama deported thousands, if not tens of thousands of more people than Donald Trump ever thought about deporting. Was it the perhaps troops on the ground across America? The same troops, the people in these areas are thanking God for being there? Well, these protesters sure didn't know. Let's listen to someone that was on the ground.
So, Jesse, there were two different factions of protesters. We had the one faction who had no idea why they were there, no idea why they were protesting. They were simply programmed by CNN or whatever liberal mainstream media they've been listening to, and they were there. You had the other faction of protesters who were there to call for political violence against their opposition. So I read signs reading, all Nazis go to hell. And of course, it was MAGA supporters and it was ICE that were depicted as said Nazis. You also had a woman holding a sign depicting a guillotine with a single MAGA hat on the bottom. So very clear that these people were either unaware why they were marching, or they were marching on behalf of illegal immigrants and domestic terrorist organization Antifa. Another thing that I witnessed was people holding up signs with AOC, Bernie Sanders, Zohran Mamdani, and Gavin Newsom's face with big bold letters reading Antifa. So I don't know if they were trying to tell the truth about the Democratic Party or if they're trying to water down what Antifa truly is, which is a violent domestic terrorist organization. So that's what I saw on the ground. Another thing too, Jesse, which I thought was really interesting, is initially in New York, that's where I was. You had thousands of people that were there. So yes, there was quite a large crowd. But then as soon as 1-2 hours passed by, the entire crowd completely dissipated, kind of like they were off the clock and they all just disappeared. It was really baffling to me because I have covered protests extensively for years at this point, and I have never seen a protest dissipate this fast.
That's interesting. Maybe they were on the clock.
Maybe they were on the clock. Actually, you can bet that they were. I've explained to y'all many times that my friend makes millions of dollars a year working for the Democratic Party and their different NGOs putting together protest groups just like this one. So is it real or is it Memorex? Let me know in the comments below. God bless each and every one of you guys. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.